Damager. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. He the doing the annual MVP, that decision unanimous.
It's the NFL on EA Harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Have it out, Cash. Have it out, Cash.
Here we go. Henry, 55. Hey, eat. You don't know no better. Switch it. Switch it. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Take off.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Oh, there goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 40. Past the... And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. 73 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both, over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 46. Prescott now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying the line of scrimmage. If he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Man, with this motherfucker. They'll spot him 1 point. We're going to spot him a point.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go in the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hello?
On 2nd and 9. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle by Robert Quinn. From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson rolling to his right. This one complete to Ingram. 11 yards there, first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50 seconds to mine.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act. Too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. Henry. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West. And the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas. But Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over last.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
We're live at Gucciplayer's live broadcast. Go check us out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Letting one go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they click rush,
he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott finding Witten. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Oh, down in the air. Now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? Yep. They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? Control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe there to make the play in coverage.
He's playing D out there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson now to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Running all sluggish.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This motherfucker kicks the field goal. Come on, man, kick the ball. I got things to do.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now it's Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Officially no gain on the play and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Go, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Kill. 36. Line 36. Right. 36.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 38, Jackson flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Get that out of here, boy!
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
Force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
We're live. We got Gucciplayer live broadcast.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Draw play, Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because of that particular play. They had no answer.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Didn't even click it.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. On 1st down. It's Ingram. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
We got 3. We got 3. Go to 54. Go to 54.
4th down. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get him in the football game.
Hey, kill! 47. We're going to 54. Right here. Hey, kill!
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott, a strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Prescott to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
He's been throwing it to the
On first down, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.